Thank you for tuning in to meet your girl, Miss Awesome Lawson, also known as Mama Mario. And you guys, I'm working, but I wanted to go over this with you all. I ran across something else where the ex was reviewing my video, okay? So I've noticed a lot of things in there that were I feel as though not the truth, and I feel like that because I was there, okay? So I guess it'll be a review on a review, okay? And y'all can let me know what y'all feel about this, okay? So
About to say something like that, or put me in it, I guess. Or like, okay, the first video is an hour long, so I'm trying to make this will be like.
I want to make sure that you guys hear everything, because what I noticed she did do was chop up my video to make herself, to like try to prove a point or try to make herself look good. She chopped it up and stopped it and, you know, like had fast forwarded to the places she wanted to talk about. So I did notice that, which I feel like is not cool, because let it run. Let it run like I let yours run. How you was outside of someone else's houses, you know, someone else's house. Let it run so everyone can get the whole side, the whole, like, side of the story.
Basically, right now, she's in the beginning of her video, and she's about to say something like that, or put me in it, I guess, whatever. Basically, when I would check my DM, they're telling me that, you know, my son is going to be in a body bag. They know where he be at and all of this stuff, okay? And they're saying that it's related to a girl named Amaya. Now, you know, at first, I mean, I'm going to just keep it real with you guys. I have been getting harassed about my son for a couple years now, okay? Okay, so my only question is, what makes this time so different? Why haven't you been to this same initiative? If it's really to take precaution, why haven't you been to this route?
Okay, so let's discuss that. If she would have let my video play, I told why I decided to take precaution at this time. Now, I said a couple of years, and I said, okay, basically what people were doing is we had a business phone, and they were calling, hanging up, and leaving text messages and all of that. It was nothing compared to these type of messages and the things that they were saying, causing harm to anyone. It was nothing like that. So that's why I took precaution. That's why I took the precautions that I did. And also, since she acted as though she had no idea why, this is why, because I did not show y'all. But these are just an example of a few of the messages that I was getting. Okay, so that's why I took initiative. I never gotten anything like that before. And I also said it. But when I play it back, you'll see that she skipped through that part.
Until a fake page involves my name to feel like, oh, now you want to step up. I don't really get that part, but to each his own. I ain't knocking it, you know. The chick named Maya. Now, I don't know anything that's going on. I think she's getting back into nothing. So you hear she said she don't know anything that's going on between us two, right? He don't need to talk to her no more. She doesn't know, but here you are making assumptions and doing all of this.
How am I making assumptions when people are sending messages to me like this? That's not an assumption. That's real life. Okay? So, make that make sense.
You don't even know what's going on. You don't even know. I pick up money before 4 or 5 a.m. in the morning because she called my son to pick her up, talking about she lost her,
Hold on, y'all. Let me stop the dogs from talking so y'all can hear this. I meant from barking. What y'all, stop. What's going on? What you barking at? Okay. Come here.
Most of her phones and
they was not answering the phone. Shine. 4 a.m. Why are you even out?
Okay, so now we're getting into the good stuff. So now she starts to talk about a time where I literally got robbed. Like, I was downtown, you know, eating. I can now tell y'all where I was. I was at a place called Blue Lagoon, you know, having suya, having food. Anybody who knows me knows I love my suya. So I'm out, you know, on a regular night, not even a weekend, a regular weeknight, I'm having food, right? So as I'm walking to the car, a gentleman is walking up behind me. And, you know, he's talking to me. Of course, I'm ignoring him because I'm just trying to get to my car. Because, of course, you can't take any type of protection inside of a restaurant of this type or anything. So I'm just trying to get to my car. But the guy catches up to me and literally snatches my phone. Long story short, I don't have to go into full detail with you guys on what happened because, unfortunately, I do still have an open case with this particular situation. So that's another reason why I feel like she should not even be talking about it. It should not even...
I talk about what I want to talk about. So basically, I felt the way I felt because initially she called my son to go and come and get her, saying that she was robbed. She was then, so basically you're putting my son into whatever you got going on. Had you told my son you knew this guy? No. We didn't find out she knew the guy well, basically I found out through the police officer. So if my son would have came down to where she was, and she wasn't even where she was supposed to be. So let's make that clear. She wasn't even where she told me she was going to be. I had to find her when I got there, okay? And when I got there, she was inside with the guy. So if my son had went down there, that would have been putting my son in a whole bunch of mess. And I told her that. Me and the officer sat there and talked to her. Because basically what I've learned is that it's kind of no way of getting to her at times. A lot of times. And I've noticed that. So that was my intake on it. You would have been putting my son in some mess. Okay? And you know who this guy is. The officer, as a matter of fact, I'm going to let this play a little bit more before I say the rest of what I have to say.
Being discussed, especially when you don't know the facts behind it. But that's just my opinion.
I know the facts that was presented to me when I got there, when she put me in it. So it really pisses me off for her to say, I don't know. When you call me down there in the middle of something that had nothing to do with me nor my son. I didn't even have any business going down there at 3 and 4 in the morning. So you shouldn't even been there.
It's just
because I'm acting like I'm talking to her.
When honestly, I try to put that night in the back of my head. But I'm going to keep going. Then she says it was 4 in the morning. It wasn't 4 in the morning. It might have been later by the time, you know, they got to me and everything. But I was not out at 4 in the morning.
She was out at 4. Now that's something else that is not true.
So as a mother and as a woman, she said she couldn't find her own way back home. When I went to go and get Maya wasn't even where she was supposed to be. She was inside of a strip club. So the same police number that she called me from, I talked to her.
Okay, and that is really not true either. So
it is true.
For one, the security guard that she's saying she's talked to is
I talked to the police officer.
And he was nice enough to take me over across the street to the next parking lot, which happened to be a Waffle House parking lot, so that I would be safe and secure. And he waited with me until someone got there with me. And no, I didn't know my way back home because at the time, I mean, I'm still kind of was fairly new to that area of Atlanta. I'm not from here. I don't hang.
I told Maya, I said, get in your vehicle, lock the doors, and do not get out. I'm on my way. When I got there, no, she was not at the restaurant or whatever she called herself to be at. Her car was parked at the Waffle House. She was not in her car. So now I'm like, she got me down here and I don't even know where she at. Okay? So when I called the same police officer number who she called me from, he told me that where she was. And it was in neither place. Okay? So then he showed me messages that her and the guy who stole her phone had back and forth. And he was telling her she's not getting them back and unless she went to the hotel with him. Okay? So I'm like, what? I said, hold on. So I was like, I'm telling the officer, she was initially asking my son to come down here. So what kind of crap is that? He was like, I don't know. I said, well, you know what? She claims she don't know how to get home. Can I go in here to get her? He walked me to the door and he told the security officer to allow me to come in there. Right when I got ready to go in, she came out of the door.
Hang out in the city. If I'm not at work, I don't be out in the city. So, of course, I didn't know without GPS how to find my way back. I mean, I reckon I could have read the signs and did all that, but that's really doing a lot.
That's what people...
Shit, now I got GPS.
She said she could have read the signs to get home, but that could have been doing a lot. That's what people do.
In my car, so we ain't gotta worry about that. That's besides the point. But still, like, I only called this lady because I don't have family up here that could just get here just like.
Now I'm this lady, and she only calls this lady a lot of the times when her and my son gets into it. Okay, so she only called this lady when she was stranded at 3 and 4 in the morning. Now I'm this lady. Okay.
That record, my people was here the very next day, but I mean, I didn't have
the next day,
so I trusted her and thought that, you know, she was really genuine because it's not the first time she's helped me.
If I want, and I want to just tell y'all this. This is the kind of person that I am. If you're wrong, I'm going to tell you. That's if it's my son, if it's my mom, my dad, my sister, whoever. If it's something that I feel like you are doing wrong, and she knows this. It's been a few times. You guys, something else. Oh, as a matter of fact, I wanted to show y'all I was working on this hookah while I'm doing this video. But, something else. I was closer to the city that night, okay, when, she called me, and I was over to my friend's house, and my friend was like, you going to get her this late? He was telling me the same thing I was telling her. He was telling me I ain't have no business going out that late to go all the way to where she was to get her, you know, not really knowing what was going on, y'all. So, she's saying that it went 3 o'clock and all this right here, but I'm just going to make a phone call because she forgot that somebody was with me that night. Because he basically, he see that I was adamant about going. Like, I was like, no, I ain't finna leave her down here. She's saying she done got robbed. I didn't know she knew the guy at the time, okay? So, he did not want me to go. So, he knew I was gonna go, so he jumped in the car with me. He was like, well, he didn't want to. He thought we should have been going, but he was like, since you gonna go anyway, I'm finna go with you. And I do appreciate him for going with me because I didn't have no business going. And now, you know, listening to her talking about she thought I was genuine, she thought I was that, I wish I never would have went, period. And just, you know, she could have waited till her parents got from hours away to go and get her. So let's see. Now I have not talked to him, and I ain't talked to him in a while. Answer y'all. So when he called me back, I'll probably go ahead and so that y'all could just hear this since, you know, somebody trying to make it seem like I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay? That they put me in the middle of. Okay, y'all, he calling me back. Hello?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, okay, quick question. I am recording a video and you are on speakerphone. So, you remember that night when we went to go, well, that morning when I got a phone call from my son's ex What time was it that morning? About what time, if you can remember?
So we'll go pick her up about 3.
Okay, cause yeah, she's saying that basically was a lie. Okay, all right.
No, it might have been a little later than 3.
Well, yeah,
I think we made that to the house about 5:30.
yeah, we didn't get back to the house because we had to drive her all the way home. And now she's on the video talking about, well, she could have made it home, but she would have had to read signs and everything. Ain't that what you supposed to do? So she's saying that, she thought I was genuine. And I'm like, well, damn, what was I if I'm coming across town to pick up somebody that ain't even my child? And where was she when we got down there? Where did I have to find? Was she where she was supposed to be?
Nah, she was at the strip club.
Thank you. And
Her boyfriend that stole her phone.
thank you. Yeah. Exactly. And yeah. So if my son would have went down there, it probably would have been a whole nother problem, right? You know what I'm saying? She had like she don't understand that part, and she trying to get everybody to make it seem like, she's so innocent. You know what I mean? But anyway, that's all. I appreciate you. I will call you back a little later.
All right, have a great day.
All right, you too. Anywho, yeah. Okay, y'all, but like I was saying before the phone cut off, if it's wrong, it's wrong. If I feel like you're wrong and you come to me about a situation, I'm gonna tell you. If we're discussing it and I feel like it's wrong, I'm gonna tell you. You could be my mama, my sister, my son, whoever. So for her to say this lady and she felt like I was genuine, come on. Like, really? But it's okay because I just won't be doing it no more. You know what I'm saying? I won't be accepting the calls no more. I won't be accepting the messages no more. And that's just it. And I should have been stopped. But I didn't never give her my number. You know what I'm saying? I didn't never just get into their situation. I was put into the situation. Okay?
Their house and got in a wreck and my car was totaled and she came and helped me. And I thought that was genuine from the heart.
If it wasn't, what was it?
In a relationship that I had with your son.
If it wasn't genuine, now she's talking about, she's skipping through my video. Now she's talking about when she left from here one morning at like 3 or 4 a.m. Okay? And I'm like, first of all, where is she going? Why is she waiting? You done been over here all day. Why would you wait this late to leave? You are a young lady. You like really have no business. Anything could happen. But I didn't even had a chance to say it because she was gone before I knew it. I was in the bed. And so probably 2-3 minutes later, she dropped me a pin and hadn't even made it 5 miles down the street and was in a very bad, like the car was total, okay, you guys? And I ran down there to get her. So while she's talking about she thought I was genuine, I'm going to stop doing stuff for people. Because all that thinking I'm genuine, if I wasn't, what was I then?
I thought she was really genuinely trying to, rock with me. But I guess not. So I guess that's where I messed up at by thinking that I could call her, when I needed somebody. She was the closest adult to me that I considered family next to my parents. You know what I'm saying? Maybe.
She didn't consider me family. The only time she called me is when they got into it. If they were something going on between them, that's when she called me. No other reason, no other time or anything. So let's talk about who's really genuine.
That's where I messed up at, like I said, but I knew my intentions were pure, so I thought the other person's was as well, but I guess not.
He was like, you don't even know why she would be out this late anyway. So once I got ready to get Maya out of the club, like I was her mother, she came out right before. And I asked her, was she trying to set my son up?
And let me tell y'all another thing. And when she said she had to ask me to come out the club, that's not true. I took it my own.
Let's rewind that back. Let's rewind this back.
She came out right before. And I asked her, was she trying
So did y'all hear that?
ready to get Maya out of
when
the club,
I got ready to get Maya out of the club.
she came out right before.
Now listen to what she
And
said.
I asked her, was she trying to set my son up?
And let me tell y'all another thing. And when she said she had to ask me to come out the club, that's not.
I did not say I had to ask her to come out the club. See, that's the kind of stuff that I'm talking about. And that's how you find out that people are liars. Twisting people's words, because that's not what I said. I said when I got ready to go in there and get her out the club like she was my own child. Because I had asked the officer, could I do it? And he said, yeah.
True. I took it my own initiative while I was out there waiting to walk around to all the premises close by. I shouldn't have did it, but the type of person
Basically.
I ain't waiting on nobody to do nothing for me. I'm going to go see if I see you around here because you couldn't have went that far on foot. So that's what I was doing. And maybe that's a part of me.
So I guess she's saying she's walking around to see. She came out the club. I don't know when she was walking around parking lots at 3 or 4 a.m. And why were you walking around the parking lot when you was inside of the club with the dude?
Being from Albany, we don't wait on no police or nothing. Like, we gonna go get ours. We gonna go find it. So yeah, I'm walking around, in the premises of the area.
I don't teach my son to roll like that. You ain't finna be walking around looking for no trouble, especially if somebody done stole something from you, okay? But the guy was inside. At least that's what I was told by the officer.
Just seeing if I see this person, because I know they ain't got no weapon. Like,
How she
I
know?
just wanted my phones at that
How she
point.
know he
Like,
got no
you
weapon?
took my phones to try to get me to follow you, because people be weird. And it's a whole situation going on with that, like I said, but it's TMI. But I was out there looking for my phones, because if I see you, you're going to have to come up off them, because I'm at my car now, you know what I'm saying? You have to come up off my phone. But that's another story for another day. So anyway.
So what are you going to do to a man? What you plan on doing? And you call my son and you act like, no.
Me like, hey Maya, come on, what are you gonna do to him? Like, she's talking some sense to me at this time, because I really was so blowed, y'all. I lost my business phone and everything. I had a full day the next day to tend to. So yeah, I was frustrated. But that's when she's saying she had to come, pull me out the club, but she's not telling it how it really went. She came and was like, come on, Maya, don't worry about it, just come on. She even gave me her old phone, to use until I could get a new phone tomorrow. But shit, I'm talking about this story all the way flipped around.
Yeah, by you.
She said no. So why did I
Then I forgot she said I was trying to set up her son. Why in the world am I trying to set up your son?
Why would you be calling him when you walk around looking for a dude that so-called snatch your phones? This is what you're saying. And then you're in the club with a dude. You're in there trying to make him give up your phones. So you're calling my son to add him into the drama that you got going on. And he don't even know that you know the guy.
The person that be with me every day, the person that I tell my every move to, he can set me up before I set him up. Why would I do that anyways? Somebody I lay with every day?
Y'all.
Like, that's disgusting. Set your son up? Really? Alright.
Bam. Why are you calling my son down here to come get you? I shouldn't even.
Because that was my boyfriend.
So what is you doing down here?
Aren't I supposed to be able to call on my partner just like he can call on me when he didn't?
No. My son better not call. What my son look like telling you to come and get him and he out with some broad? Like, stop playing with me. Or some broad done took something from him that he know her, and then he calling you to put you in the mess with the broad. That don't even make no.
And then things that I'm not gonna say and I pulled up. But she ain't gonna talk about that because she don't know. And I'm not gonna put the business out here either. But ain't that what you supposed to do, calling your partner? Because I sure as hell done been there a couple times when he done called me and something been going on to where I could have been in danger. I'm not gonna, specify, but just make it make sense. That's all I'm saying.
Well, it seems like both of y'all need to stop it. That would sound like me.
You called me from his officer's phone. So I don't don't trust Maya. Now, if my son continues to deal with her, that's his problem. It will no longer be mine.
It's never been your problem.
It has been my problem when you got my number. It's been my problem every time you call me and y'all got something going on. That's when it's been my problem. It's been my problem when you put me in it.
All the people that's coming to my page talking about they taking up for Maya and how he treat Maya, y'all don't know Maya.
She don't know.
Okay?
She don't know.
I'm finding out Maya now.
I don't like when people talk about my kids.
Hold on. Listen to this, y'all.
Y'all don't know Maya.
She don't know.
Okay?
She don't know.
My own parents don't know Maya.
I don't like when people talk about my kids.
Now, first of all, she just said she don't like. Let me go back. She says, I don't even know Maya. I don't know nothing. Oh, okay. I knew how to get home. I knew how to read. I know how to read signs to get home. Okay. Also, she's saying she don't like when nobody talk about her parents. What did I say about her parents? That they don't know her? Is that talking about your parents? Come on now. I hate when people do that. Oh, you ain't gonna be talking about my mama. And you ain't said nothing but they don't even really know you. I hear people do that manipulative stuff a lot. And it's crazy because these, these millennium ones out here that's around this age, they think they are so manipulative, but you can't manipulate me. You cannot. You cannot. I know the difference between right and wrong. I don't walk around trying to get everybody to think a certain kind of way about me. I don't care. Because don't nobody do nothing. I don't have to call my mama and my daddy for nothing. I don't have to call nobody for nothing. I don't have to continuously contact anyone that I know for anything because I handle my business. So I don't have to walk around manipulating no one.
I don't like when people talk about my kids.
To come down there and get her phone.
And wouldn't have.
And I damn sure did call them. I call them all the time.
Why they didn't call me
I
then?
them to handle my problem.
Why you called me then?
They got me, but I called them. And guess what? They was here.
When?
They couldn't get here as fast as she could. They had to drive.
Okay, then.
They was here the next day. And I didn't even ask them to come because I had it. But
well, she should have. She should.
I don't really like when people talk about things they don't know either, especially not my family.
What's crazy is she keep talking about things that I don't know and she add me in it.
Like, I'm the type of person you can talk about me all day long. I ain't really gonna care. But when you bring up the people that I love, that's when it gets to me for real.
Oh, okay. Yeah, me too. We got something in common.
Dramatic pause.
And she got this big talking about when they stole her phone, she wanted to do something.
And I ain't like this big. Yeah, okay. That's what I got that blink for.
And I really think she was trying to set my son up.
But y'all, I ain't have no tool then. I was out here a little bare.
Well, she said she had a tool then. She said, oh, I just couldn't get to it quick enough. And I'm like, first of all, you pull out a tool on somebody cause a phone? You won't even need now then. But that's what she told me that night, that she couldn't get to her tool quick enough.
I was tripping, but I ain't but this big. What does that even matter?
It matters a whole lot.
Have to do with anything. At this point,
a whole lot.
Stuff that you can say
You're talking about handling a man.
What? Man, come on, bro. That's funny.
But see, one thing about me, it's an aura around me.
It's an aura.
Yes.
It's an aura.
Yes. Yes. Look it up.
This is not the right precautions. The right precautions would have been letting the police do their job, not making a video about Maya.
And the police are doing their job.
I'm not, see? I'm taking your word. Not ignoring this. No more.
Around my son. It is. Because I help my son with his channel, and he helped me with this one. We help each other in different ways. Okay?
And that's what you're supposed to do.
And a lot of people do.
Come on now.
Who's supposed to? Don't nobody have supposed to do nothing. Everybody is grown. Let me say this. So, you know, people trip me out by talking about what you're supposed to do. So, don't nobody supposed to do nothing. But it's good that we do. So, let's make that clear. When people is grown, there's not nothing that no one is supposed to do for them at all. Because basically, I've done 200%. I've done a great job. So, there's nothing that I supposed to do. We do things because that's how we are and that's how we roll.
No,
Why did you say it?
On me now because I'm Mama Mario and all that. And they come and stalk and harass me. And they come to my pages, Instagram, YouTube, they don't even care. Facebook, and they tell me what they gonna do to myself.
But let me just tell y'all something, like, even her knowing what her son does, that's not gonna stop anytime soon. So I get that.
Well, guess what? That's why I went to the book. So when people think like that and think that you're not supposed to do nothing, that's why I am the mother that I am. Period. Yeah, and that's probably why I was being called by her, because I don't play. Okay. So when at the beginning of the video, when she said something like, "Now you want to step up," I've always been a step up parent. Period. All my life when I decided to be one. So let's make that clear.
You want to take precautions, but this is not going to be the way. Like, I don't understand. You already did what you were supposed to do to take precautions. What was her making this video going to do?
Like I said, and let's make that clear as well. I said I wasn't letting stuff go no more. Period. And when you talking about causing harm to somebody in my family, I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do. Period. I'm not finna sit up there and ignore it anymore. That's why. And not only that, I'm a content creator. Yes, this is my business. Yes. So I can get on here and talk about the things that I feel like I want to talk about. Yeah. I get paid for it. Yeah.
Like, I just, it ain't making sense, bro. Okay, so here we go again.
So y'all, I'm just saying this to say, my address been put on social media right before his big.
Okay, so she says her address was put on social media. Keep in mind, it wasn't me now. It had something to do with her son and his work, and I guess
I never said it had anything to do with her. But with that being said, it has happened before. So whoever's sending these messages saying that they're going to do it because of her, they could have it. That's the point that I was making, since she did not quite understand that.
fell out with somebody, so they got mad and put the address on the internet. So y'all, that ain't have nothing to do with me. All right.
Account got taken down. Yeah, y'all know the big IG account that they constantly report to take down. I don't know if she behind it or not. But it seems like whenever they communicate, all this,
Hold on. It gets worse. Now you want to say you don't know if I'm behind his big account page getting
And don't.
When did you ask your son how he? I ain't gonna say that's how he got it back, but I know for a fact I'm the one that sent him somebody who could get his page.
And people do that.
And
they'll be the main one to be done took your account down, and then they'll be the ones sitting there acting like they didn't do it, and they'll be trying to help you get it back. So let's not act like it's not some people in the world that do that.
When he finally, accepted, some assistance from me, because he ain't never want to really, I guess, trust my word. I don't know. I don't know nothing, but how in the world can I be the reason why your son's big account got took when I'm the one who sent him someone who could get his
I
page
said
back?
I don't know
even
if she
offered
is.
to pay
Okay.
half for
Did y'all
him
hear
to
that?
get his page
I said
back,
I don't know if
because
she is
I know
or not.
that's a big part of how he make his money, and don't nobody want to see their partner, down about nothing. That's why it's even more confusing to me, because I don't know what type of times y'all be on, but when you rock with somebody, you rock with them. You're not trying to hurt them and sabotage them. My nigga, you want them to grow because you're a team. You're a freaking team. both supposed to bring stuff to the table, so make it make sense.
Well, that's not working
Why
out.
in the world would I be behind that? I've even offered to give that man my Instagram account when he didn't have it.
Why would he want your
Because I
Instagram
have
account? He don't want your Instagram account.
And he could use that more than me.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, so what,
I
then
told
you
him to get
could
the
be
money.
checking all up in that and all of that. Like, man, ain't nobody got time. I'm glad he didn't accept your Instagram account. That would have been more problems.
From it and everything. So how in the world would I be behind trying to take your big account? It don't make sense.
It does make sense to me.
Oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. And one thing I know is that people get killed of little raggedy ass bitches. Little raggedy ass bitches. Little raggedy ass bitches.
Hold up. Why I gotta be all that? And if you want to talk about me, you still put it too close to when you was talking about me. So that's really not acceptable, bro.
First of all, I'm not her bro, okay? So that's disrespectful, okay? And if she want to take it as I was talking about her, like I already told her, I wasn't. But if something were to happen to my son, yes, I would be talking about you. You would be that. Because I do know someone whose son is not here anymore behind a raggedy ass bitch. And that ain't got nothing to do with how she look, what she got. It got something to do with her son not being here anymore. So you can name oh, I got this and I got that and I got this. And that ain't got nothing to do with what I said and how I felt. Because when someone is putting your child's life in danger, come on now, stop playing. That was real nice to me.
Because what's raggedy? Raggedy where? Ain't nothing raggedy over here. I don't be broadcasting everything on social media, but I'm cool, baby. I stay low key. I got a career, a car, a side hustle, and a career, and trades. So, baby, raggedy where?
Mentally.
Okay.
So I'm not going to take it lightly. At all.
At all.
I'm sorry that I had to come back like this, y'all, but this something that needed to be shared.
I guess. It really didn't, but I guess if it makes you feel better.
So you may be going through it.
Well, I guess it made you feel better too, boo, huh?
In the industry or whatever.
Dang.
But there is steps to take. And I found all of that out today. So my next video, I will be going over the steps to take if you are being cyber bullied, cyber harassed, or your child, they're threatening you. Now,
Okay, so that's pretty much it for real. But just to sum it up, my intent of making this video is not to be disrespectful at all. I just really didn't appreciate how, this story was completely flipped around to try to make me look like a bad person.
Now, who flipped what around?
The last couple of days, which I'm going to speak on in part 2.
I'm doing a video.
A live video that's going around. I'm going to explain that in part 2. But to be honest, I didn't want to be doing none of this. I really wish that my name would have never been brought up in a YouTube video. Yes, I commend her for trying to, bring awareness to this type of situation. But
Do
there's
you?
better ways to handle this. Like,
Really?
for instance, she already went and made a police report. Just let them do their job. This never had to be posted publicly. And if you did want to make a video, my personal business didn't have to be put in the middle of it. That's all I'm saying. Like, my personal business did not have to be put in the middle of it, and I don't appreciate it. I'm not making this video to be disrespectful, but I feel like I was disrespected. So, I'm just clearing it up. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's all, and it's going to stop at this. But I plan to do part 2.
It's going to stop at this, but I plan to do part 2. Anywho, y'all, I also wanted to say, she made a comment in the video earlier. She made a comment in the video saying that, I had the police calling her or whatever. I didn't have the police calling her. The police was doing their job, okay, because of what I shown y'all, the messages that I was getting, okay. So they did their job. I didn't say, hey, call her. No, they did what they felt like they were supposed to do when someone's life is in danger. So basically, I didn't have them doing anything. Okay, they had actually told me that they wasn't going to do it and that he had to come down there, but a whole nother officer handled the situation. So why not make a video about the person who's saying what they're going to do to him for you? Why not put all the energy in that person? Why not? That's what I don't understand. What I don't understand is how you sit up there and act like I shouldn't have a problem with these messages coming to me saying that it's like somebody in your family. Like, come on now. That's gonna do some things. They know where he be at. You act like I should take that lightly. And it don't matter what you think. I'm not. Period. I'm not. So anyway, y'all, I ran across that. I played the whole video. I didn't chop and screw it. I didn't play little sections of it. I want you all to hear the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, if you do leave comments, you will be able to leave comments from everything that was said. With what she said, y'all already heard what I said. And then y'all even heard what I said as of the comments from this video. It ain't too many more that I'm gonna be making behind this right here because I just really ain't even got time for it. And I don't like to really communicate with people that don't like to tell the truth. You know what I'm saying? So I will see you guys on the next video. Make sure that you like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will see you guys on the next video. Peace out.